Okay, we are now live. Really looking forward to this. And Roxy, take it away.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for being a part of Regenera Rising. We have an incredible performance that is a piano bath for regeneration from a brother and sister duo, Rada Meta Castro and Rave Meta, who are multimedia artists versed in music, art, and film, with projects that cross genres between their Eastern roots and their Western upbringing. They have performed live in-person sound baths around the US to the pandemic at halls including the Grace Cathedral and St. Joseph Art Society in San Francisco, St. John's Cathedral in Los Angeles, and Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center in Orlando, as well as Carnegie Hall in New York City. Their performances are grounded in meditation and often encourage audience members to lay down when in person or be as comfortable as possible when virtual to allow the freedom of letting go while tapping into an inner bliss and state of calmness and peace. So much of what we do here in the Design Science Studio is really grounding in how incredibly important the arts are for this transition that we're going through. And we are so honored to have you with us today, Rave and Rada. I think that this will be so incredible and we look forward to collaborating more. The floor is yours. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. So my name is Rada and this is my brother Rave. We are a brother-sister duo, and just a little bit of our story in terms of regeneration. I'll actually let my brother start because it was he who inspired me to turn to music as a form of medicine and has been such a beautiful form of medicine for both of us. So Rave.
Welcome everyone. My name is Ravi Mehta. I am a music producer, pianist, and I moonlight as what I call a piano shaman, where I do these piano sound baths around the world and help people drop into their flow state. And this kind of modality was inspired by my own experience where I had Lyme disease in 2012 and had to figure out how to heal myself. And one of the things I learned was how to access flow on a more persistent basis. And the way I accessed flow personally was through playing the piano. And the more I played and the more in flow I dropped into, I noticed that my immune system would boost that much more. And as I did this persistently and frequently, I could feel myself getting better or really helping me get better and in a much faster rate than anything else I was trying. So I started diving into how we could tap into flow and how music can help us tap into flow and drop us into these altered states that allow us to access parts of our immune system and our physiology that we normally don't access. And you'd think it's obvious, going to concerts and raves and any other music that you can feel energized by. On the alternative side, you could also use that music to drop you into a much more relaxed state than you could normally get into even if we were sleeping. And so that's what we've been practicing is how do we bring people into a really deep state of relaxation that allows her body to fall into a deeper state of homeostasis that allows her body to regenerate and push out things that are blocking their flow, so to speak. So in late 2015, I became asymptomatic of Lyme without any traditional Western meds. And a big part of it was playing music and using music as my medicine to help me drop into flow and help others drop into flow. So now that's what I do. Me and my sister Ralda, we perform around the world and do these piano meditation concerts, essentially. We call them piano sound baths, where we can help others drop into flow and tap into that healing energy that's innate within us all.
And just a little bit of my story. So soon after I was born, about 6 months after I had been born, I was diagnosed with a fatal disease. And the only way doctors could keep me alive was they had to overdose me with antibiotics. And of course, my family, with a lot of prayers and meditation, they said, do what you can, do what you can. And so one thing that they'd warned is that with these antibiotics, there's going to be some severe side effects. And those side effects could affect me for the rest of my life. But of course, the number one priority was to keep me alive. So I did survive. I'm a miracle baby in that sense. But the main side effect was that I lost hearing, severely lost hearing in both my ears. But I come from a family of musicians. My father is a sitar player, my mother is a veena player and a devotional singer, and then my brother is a self-taught pianist. And somehow I was always drawn to music, really through vibrations. And so my mom had picked that up when I was younger. Unfortunately, I had some speech issues as I was growing up because we couldn't afford hearing aids when I was younger due to insurance not being able to cover that. So it took us a while to finally be able to get hearing aids for me. But during that time, I really relied on vibration as a form of sound to be able to hear. And my mother did pick up on the way I'd hum that I was somewhat in tune, but I had a way to carry a tune. And so both her and my brother had taught me how to listen to the vibrations of sound as a way to sing, because that was my musical instrument. So my brother, with his piano playing, I would feel the strings of the harp within the piano, and then with my mother, it would be feeling her throat. And so through that, it's been such a journey. To be on pitch has always a challenge, but it's something that I worked very hard at, and I'm very grateful to have been, been offered to perform at NBA games, the national anthem, at least 15 times throughout my life. And that's one of the hardest things I'll say to do, because you have to be on pitch, and it's the 1 minute and 30 seconds takes a lot of training to be able to sing in front of 15,000 people. And my brother and I had, music is just our form of medicine. And I feel like that's what draws us to coming to play together, that we always seem to heal with music. So with that said, we would like to perform a sound bath of sorts, and we ask that you relax and, get as comfortable as you can, lay down and just ground yourself. And we do need a lot of peace in this world. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of anger and frustration around the world, but with this, we need to find our inner peace to be able to resonate that to the rest of the world and hopefully regenerate the future that we all deserve to have.
For those of you who've been laying down, slowly move your body around and reconnect. Take a deep breath in. As you melt back into your body, move your joints around, your shoulders, your fingers, your arms, your legs, your feet, and ground. Take another deep breath. And when you're fully reconnected, slowly glide up to the seated position. And to close this piano sound bath, let's all take 3 deep breaths together. 1. 2. 3. That concludes our piano sound bath for today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. I have immense gratitude for everybody out there that's been doing the hard work of helping this planet become all it's meant to be, the home for not just us, but for every living being and every non-living being, at least in our terms. The planet itself is a living being and a consciousness that that is in partnership with all of us to be here and to live and experience. So I hope we can all come out of this last pandemic with a new realization that what we do does impact the planet. And in a way, if we don't behave, we'll get impacted back. So thank you for being here.
And thank you so much for having me as well. My last words would just be, please raise awareness of all living beings and what they're going through. Show empathy and love. Always start with love. Every human being deserves love to some extent, and it's best to do it's just our best to do, we have to do our best to provide that love. So thank you so much. I appreciate this, and I'm so grateful to have performed with my brother. It was all improvisational, so thank you.
Brother Robert, I'm the co-founder of the Design Science Studio, and I'm incredibly grateful to have had you here. It's been incredible. You had me crying through the entire performance. It's been really, really special. Thank you, everybody, for being present and for listening and this powerful medicine. We'll be sure to reshare this live stream because it has been very, very special. Thank you. If you want to unmute to say thank you or share anything, you can do it before we close the stream.
I love that for both of you, your journey into your path of what you do came from your pain, and that you found healing and you found fulfillment and path through solving your pain in healing your pain, and then that turns into your gift. And it's just such a common thread, I feel, for what makes us human and what makes so many impactful humans as impactful as they are, is finding their pain and then feeling that pain and then solving it in the most deep, heart-centered way. And yeah, like Rumi says, the light is the wound is where the light shines through. So I'm a big proponent of sound and resonance, and it's been a huge part of my healing. So this was really, really beautiful. Thank you so much.
With that, I'm going to close the stream. Again, thank you. It's been incredible. You had me in tears half the time.